my name is Kristine. I am a personal trainer. I specialize in functional movement and post-rehab training. I take people from post-surgery all the way up to strength training, and I train Christopher Langley. Christopher, I always have a hard time with his last name. When I first met Christopher, what I noticed first is he was walking with a cane, and he was dragging his feet. His arm was a bit withered. I guess that would be a good, or atrophied. It curled, and it was very hard for him to open and close his hands. He had a very hard time with range of motion. It was very hard for him to lift up his arms, and obviously he was deconditioned. So some of my other assessments when I saw Christopher is that obviously he had muscular imbalances. On his left side, there was a lot of atrophying, obviously from the stroke. His right side, just for example, his calves on his right side, all of his right side was more muscular, and the left side, it was smaller because it was atrophied. And I spent a lot of time balancing that out and making sure that we worked both on developing balance on his left side, and I worked a lot with range of motion and movement. My biggest concern was functional movements at first, so I modified a lot of exercises and so that he would be able to move in full range of motion. So for example, if I needed him to do a squat, I would take him through a modified version of it, and then as he strengthened up, I made him do more difficult squats, like moving side to side, moving backwards, moving forward, and that obviously he excelled, and you'll see in the following footage. So here's Christopher doing a deadlift, and it took us. Christopher, how long have we been working together? 2 years? Have we been working together 2 years? Yeah. So it's taken us about 2 years for him to be able to do this. Good. Remember to shift your weight. There you go. Perfect. Good. Keep your weight on. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So you can see that automatically Christopher wants to use his strong side, which is his right side. So whenever we train, I have him focus on leading with his left side, and to make sure that he's building muscle on both sides evenly. Okay, what number are you on, Christopher? What number are you on? Okay, great. 2 more. Nice. Don't forget to pull back with your perfect. Good. Perfect. So I started first doing squats with him, and then rows. So usually I would do one exercise, and then now we're at the point where I can do compound movements and putting different exercises together. Here's Christopher doing a squat with a upright row. So this is moving his legs, or building his legs and his shoulders. At one point he couldn't even lift up his arm on his left side, which was affected by the stroke. So he's doing pretty well. He's now transitioning to a lat pull down, and that's to strengthen his back. When I first met him, he had a hard time even being able to grip Did I make you do 100? Yeah. It's 50. Yeah. So I had to train him to be able to pull the bar down on his own. Like I said before, he couldn't even lift up his left arm like that, and he wouldn't be able to grip the bar. So Christopher's advanced quite a bit. Both of us are really pleased with his progress. Good. Okay, chest up. Good. Perfect. Chest up. Okay, draw your shoulder blades together. Do a couple more. Make sure you're hitting your left. There you go. Yeah, before he couldn't even get up on his own that way. So Christopher is doing a back extension off of an incline. And when we first started, he couldn't place his left foot up. I would have to place the foot up for him. And in order for me to get him to do that, we worked on a mat, and I would have him do leg curls and also lift his, do back leg raises. So that helped to develop his glutes and his hamstrings. And obviously when we would get on this incline machine, he would use those developed muscles to pull his leg up and place it onto the to that plate. So now Christopher is doing crunches on an incline, and as you can see, it was really easy for him to get into that position, but originally it was very difficult for him to do that. So right now he makes it look really easy, but originally I had to modify his crunches on a mat. Good job, Christopher. So Christopher's doing kettlebell swings, and see how he's swinging his arms. Like I said before, he couldn't even lift his left arm like that. So every time we train, I always have him leading with his left side. So Christopher's getting ready to do push-ups. Like I said, I'm always making sure he's developing evenly on both sides. So Christopher, open up your right elbow. Like raise your right elbow a little bit. Go ahead. So bring your elbow out a little bit. There you go. Perfect. So most of the time I'm correcting his form like that. because I don't want him to, well, I want him to develop evenly. So Christopher is now going to do a squat with a shoulder press. Good job. Hips down, hips. Perfect. Nice. So in order to get him to this point, like I said, lots of squats, lots of shoulder presses. Nice. So don't forget, put your hips back. Okay, use your legs. Press. Now, push. Excellent. And I had to work on, that was 3 more. We also had to work on momentum and of course his confidence. Okay. Perfect. Nice. Yeah, 2 more. Okay. Make sure your knees are out. Perfect. Nice. Christopher, adjust your left knee. It's coming inside. Okay. Open up, push. Nice. One more time. Open up. There you go. Push. Okay. It's all right. Okay. Christopher is doing rows off of a sled. So that's 50 pounds, 225 plates, and then the sled itself is pretty heavy. Might be like 35 pounds. So before, we would use a rower machine to strengthen his back. Like I said, as he got stronger with the squats, he was able to stand upright and pull. I like my clients to be as mobile as possible. That's the objective. So this is kind of fun for Christopher. You know, it's athletic and he gets to move, stand upright, and you look great. Don't forget, shoulder blades together. Nice. Okay, chest up. Pull from the back. Perfect. Okay, squat a little bit more for me. There you go. Nice. Doing great. And one of the nice things being in the studio is that he's with other clients and trainers, so it's a nice atmosphere, and it's motivating, you know, when you're in a place where everyone has the same mindset, trying to progress, get stronger. Christopher is doing great. As a trainer, I'm very proud of him and what we've accomplished. He shows us up twice a week, on time, all the time, rain, shine. You know, and this is the progress we've accomplished. Christopher's a great client. Just one more, Christopher. One more. Awesome, that's it. So Christopher's now just going to drive this sled. Nice. Originally, when he first did this, it was very hard for him to drive it. He's going pretty fast now. Perfect.